Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. So today we'll be discussing about how to host a website in using Amazon S3, mapping it to a custom domain and enabling HTTPS using CloudFront and AWS Certificate Manager. So using S3, you can not only host any website, but you can also host a in documents. It can be a video, it can be a PDF or any other document. Also, you can host a static website or a website which is purely built on JavaScript, and that again it not need to be static, but it can also be built on JavaScript, and it can be using REST APIs. It can talk to the backend. So you can create all using without a server, without any creating a EC2 server. This is a one way where you can host your website. So the architecture will be something like this, where we'll have a Amazon S3 bucket where all the code files, all the your HTML or CSS files, JS files will be there. That particular bucket will be linked to the CloudFront instance, CloudFront distribution, and CloudFront distribution will have the domain, and there you have to select the SSL certificate for that particular domain. You can create a SSL certificate using certificate manager for that domain. You can register it and uh, verify a DNS for that particular domain. And again, now that CloudFront domain you can link to your DNS for your the custom domain which you have bought. Like for example, let's say mywebsite.com. So mywebsite.com DNS will be on Route 53. That can be linked to the Amazon CloudFront URL. So for the user, they will be accessing my customdomain.com to access your website or different files. They will not be using the CloudFront URL. So coming to the implementation, so first step is to create a bucket. You can have any name, but ideally, as a standard, it is better to have a name which is equivalent, like which represents the website, which represent what the website does, so that it is easy for you to when you have multiple buckets or multiple servers, right? So it will be easier for you to identify which is for what purpose. So let's say we'll be hosting a small demo website for a car rental. So I'll just name it car rental website, and I'll go with the default settings available in S3. I will not be allowing this. I will not be giving any public access to any one of this. So, because giving public access will can give a direct access to the third party. So, we'll not be giving any public access. And we'll just click on create bucket. Okay, the bucket name is already taken. Then we'll try to use some other name. So the car rental website prod is created. Now we'll upload the files. You can again you can link your directly. You can using code pipeline also. You can link your bucket with your any repo, GitHub repo or any other repos. So direct for not directly, I'll be uploading all my files here. It may take a couple of minutes to upload depending on your file size and your internet speed. So once done, we'll after this we'll be creating the CloudFront distribution for this and map it to the CloudFront distribution first, and then the second step we'll do the mapping it to the custom domain. Okay. So this is done. You can see all my files are here, but now I will not be able to access this. I'll go to CloudFront distribution. I'll just create a new distribution. I'll name it car rental So our origin is from S3. I will select S3 here and select the bucket which is there. We'll select the bucket here and we'll click on next. We'll go with this settings. We'll click on next. You want to enable firewall WAF, and you can click on enable security protection. A small it can have it is ideal to create a WAF so that any kind of like any kind of security it will be a firewall security basically. So any kind of yeah, so you can select WAF. So basically WAF will help you to protect, monitor and block any kind of malicious HTTP traffic. Okay, it is ideally recommended to have this WAF enabled. But for now, as it's a demo, and I'll be deleting this distribution after this video. So as of now, I'm not enabling this. I'll go to next. So here my basic things are set up here. I'll just click on create distribution. So this is a distribution URL. So this is a custom like a CloudFront domain distribution URL. If I try to access this, I won't be able to access this as of now because we have to make few changes here. So first thing is this is a read. I'll be going the second after this. Again, here there's a cloud for you can again if you're not enabled, you can enable it from here. There is also option if you want to restrict as per the country. So you can click on edit and you can allow whatever the country you want to that website you want to be available. So for example, if I allow India, it will be only available in India. From other countries, this website won't be able to be accessed. Okay, coming to origin. So these are the origins. So this is correct. This is fine. This I've already selected the S3. So coming to behavior. So behavior we will do some changes. We'll redirect HTTP to HTTPS because we don't want any HTTP kind of thing. And we need to select here we don't have okay. We'll just save changes. We have to allow so now we have directed the website to our S3 bucket, but we don't know which file it need to be accessed first. So the default root object we need to give which the default root object of your website. It can be index.html or app.js depending on your project structure, or you can identify the default root project so that when the it can directly first it will try to find that particular file and it will try to load. So now you see again I'm not able to access it. It is saying access denied and it will open the website. So now see I can access the website using the CloudFront domain. I'm able to access the website using the CloudFront domain. So now this it means that you can see this is the same link which is used here. So now this portion is this and this portion is working perfectly. Now we have to assign a SSL certificate and map it to the custom domain which we want to use it. So we'll be yeah. So we'll click on edit here and we'll select the SSL certificate for which we want to for the domain. So already we have it here. If you don't have, you can click on request certificate. It will open the certificate manager and you can request a public certificate. You can put your domain name. So here, let's say, for example, mywebsite.com. And if you want to have a subdomain as well, so then you can request it. It's similar to this star.mywebsite.com. Again, if going further, again, if you want to have if you want to have more subdomains like a subdomain, for example, star.app.mywebsite.com. So it whatever the star, you can have anything there, and it will take all the subdomains. The rest, the star, the star part. Now you can just click on DNS validation recommended. You can and on create request, it will create a C name. If I see, so you see here it's loading. So basically the C name, yeah. So these are the C name name and C name value. So this C name you have to add on in the in your DNS, whether it is in AWS or whether it is in GoDaddy. So currently it is a pending validation. Once I add, this will be validated, and once it is validated, it will be available here in the dropdown. So already we have one validated, so we'll use this one, and we'll be going with a subdomain. So for example, car rental dot evfin.in. Okay, so I'll add this as save. Clicked on save changes. If I try to access this now, again I won't be able to access it because we have to have one more entry in route 53. We'll be clicking here. We'll be going to the domain. We'll click on create record. We'll have car rental.evfin. We already will have a record, and because we already have a CloudFront distribution, we'll go with the CloudFront distribution here. So here, if you see the CloudFront distribution name came, and we'll click on create record, and we need to wait for some time, like 2-3 minutes, and we'll try to access it. Yeah, you see, now I am able to access this car rental.avfin. So I'm able to access this website using my custom domain. So this is how you can create a custom domain. You can map a custom domain to your S3 bucket, and S3 bucket is our private. We have not given any public access to your S3 bucket, and with using these all steps, you can host your website and map it to your custom domain with SSL certificate. Let any question you can comment it. I'll try to answer as soon as possible, and keep supporting. Thank you.